Hi everybody, part 2 of the Go Love lesson, Mark Knopfler. It's been a long time coming, but I haven't really had the time to practice it, to be honest with you. But here it goes, so part 2 of Go Love on his new album. Probably my favourite song on the album. It's got a really nice sort of jazzy feel, but still some bluesy kind of breaking up the tone guitar. It's just lovely. Sorry, I was just drinking. So we left off wherever we left off. So we'll play it and then I'll copy it, if you know what I mean. So we'll go from wherever we're at. Let's listen.
So go love if you're going, don't stay on account of me. Go love if you're going, if that's the way it's got to be. Go love if...
Yeah, that little is just second fret again of the G string. He sort of like mutes it and then plays it. So it sort of goes. It's a little bit of vibrato. I'm just trying to fiddle with my settings actually. Okay, carrying on.
You're going, keep looking down the track.
That bit. It's just that. Which is a bend on the 9th fret of the G, pulling off to the 7th, and then it's just B minor pentatonic scale again. Which is obviously the 10, 7, 9, 7. Alright?
Go love if you're going, I'll be here when you come back.
That's that 2nd fret G string again.
Go love if you're going.
That bit tough to work out, but it's... which is these two strings here, so the D and the G of the 7th, you sort of... and you almost bend them a little bit, just sort of double stop them and... like that. And then it's 9, 9, G to D. And then back onto the G, 9, 7, and then back to the D, 9. Sorry about my playing, a bit ropey today. Next bit. Sorry if there's any mistakes, but I've literally just been listening through it and trying to work it out, so that's why it's a little bit ropey. Next bit. That bit is another bend on the 9th fret of the G, and then hammer on 7 to 9, back to 7, back to 6, and then D of the 9th. Something like that. This bit's quite hard. That's what it is, so it's... which is 7 of the D and G again. And then 7, 9, 7, 9, 9. hammer-on, and then you're coming down to the B of the 7th. So we'll go from there. Just play that a little bit. And then hammer-on and play again of the 7 to the 9 of the G. Hammer-on, pull off 7 to the 9. Up to the D of the 9th. Forget that. 7th of the D. 9, 6 of the G, 9 of the D. Hopefully you've got that. It's a little bit confusing, but you'll get there eventually. Now that bit was hard, but I'm thinking it's sorry. Sorry. Let me try it again. I think it's that. Slowed down a little bit. So that's double stops again on the G and B of the 7th. And then coming up to the D and G of the 9th. And then D and G of the 7th. Back to the 9th. Back to down to the G and the B again. So we'll start again. And then play twice on the 7th of the D, and then slide on the A string from the 9th to the 7th. Which is B minor pentatonic then. Okay, so E string, 10th to the 7th. Let me play it slowly and try and get a bit closer so you can see what's going on. So it's but he plays it quite fast, so it's sort of something like this. Similar to that. I can't do it very well, but never mind. Next bit. Nice little lick that. An easy one for a change. Bend on the 9th again of the G. Loads of 9th fret bends on these on the G. And then come down to the B of the 7th. Roll your finger up to the G of the 7th. And then D of the 9th. Quick swig. Grape juice. Peach and grape, lovely. Next bit. Actually, after you've done that, I thought I heard him play something else. Let me just check. He just does that. D, 7, 9. And then he does that. You just heard that little bit there, which is 9, D and G, 7, D and G, twice on the 9. Let me just play that again so you can hear it in context, because it's easier to know then. Might only be one, actually. It might just be whatever you think's best. Okay. Yeah, next bit. Nice. So that's 10th fret bend on the E, full toe up to the 12th. And you could do it with one finger actually, because you're going to need these fingers over here. So you could go, but it's quite hard to do and control the bend. But and then you play it again. So bend up, and then B of the 12th. When you're just playing 12, 14, and then 12 with a B. Next bit, or following on from that, let's just hear that again. So, kind of like a double stop position again, so you've got your B string is the 10th, and then your G string is the 11th, and you play finger thumb, use your finger on the B and your thumb on the G, and then use your finger and then put your index finger down, or ring finger down, sorry, on the 12th of the B, and play that with your finger, and then your thumb plays the same again on the G, which is obviously there on the 11th. So it's, but you don't want to be lifting your fingers on and off. You just want to be going to get that kind of break up in the tone as well. Play that again from him, see what it sounds like. And then he plays a straight after, literally straight after that. To round it off quietly. It's very subtle, difficult to learn really. And then he plays, which is 7th fret bend on the G and B. And you just kind of bend it with your finger, almost quarter of a tone perhaps. You could play all three actually, you could play D, G and B, but and then you just lightly play, just relax your hand on it to mute it on the 9th of the D and G. Let's just do that again to make sure. As I say, it's only my interpretation, it's really hard to transcribe, sorry. Sounds something like that though. And then he plays that at the end of that, so 7, 9, 9 on the D. That's all three again on the 7th. And then go one back to the 6th of the G, and then 9th of the D. And that is just A string 9 to 7 twice, or if you've got a delay pedal, click that on and get your delay on that. Listen to it again. Yeah. And there we have it. Pretty much every single lead part of that song learnt, hopefully. I'm sorry it's not, my playing doesn't really help too much. But it's not really the idea, it's not about how well I play, it's more I just want to, throw out what I've learned from the song and kind of teach people how to play it themselves. So hopefully it's helped. I'm sure some of you will have your own ideas, but enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Leave comments if you wish, and thumbs up. Thanks very much guys, cheers, bye.